Wagwan, beautiful people. I pray that you guys are blessed and highly favored. Listen, beat up your chest. You know it's a new one. As you can see, let's not go there. Let's not go there. If you don't know, I have changed my name. I have changed my name. My name is Queenie Grace Ken. Queenie is from my grandma. I'll go into that story another day. Grace is just a name that I've resonated with for a long time. That's where Grace Walk family was birthed out of. And Ken is also Grace in Hebrew, but it also represents my first name that I once had, Kenisha, which no one usually call me by, but Ken. Okay, anyways, let's get into this video. If you've not yet subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Stop playing with it. Stop playing with it. Stop playing with it. Subscribe. Share this video to some friends because, girl, Queen, she's going to need it. She is going to need it. Now, today we are talking about lifting your standards and your boundaries. Lifting your standards and your boundaries. And I've come to an understanding. I swear to God, this year, I've just been going through a rude. I understand the phrase a rude awakening because it has been absolutely rudely awakening me. Okay. And what I want to say to you guys is you will find yourself in situations and relationships that is so devaluing. And by the time you wake up and you really reflect and you really look at the situation you're in, you'll realize that it's not even, you're being disrespected in the most minute way. And little by little, being disrespected for so long in such a subtle way can blow up in your face. And a lot of us, we don't take BS from our mamas, we don't take it from our fathers, we don't take it from our siblings, but for some reason, we will take it from a person who have a title in our life. We will take the madness from a manager, a boss, a husband, a wife, a teacher, a lecturer, a manager. But we won't take it from anyone else. And I want to ask you why. Like how I had to ask myself. I had to ask myself, why? What is it about this person that you keep allowing them to speak to you and deal with you anyhow and sit in it like you are not worthy of more? Do you know who you are? That's what I had to ask myself. Do you know who you are? Do you know whose you are for? And all that you embody and all that you are capable of. That you will sit and allow someone to belittle you and speak to you and deal with you in any type of way. And I had to step back and think, why have you allowed this to go on for so long? What is it about you? Because here's the thing, we tend to want to blame everyone. We tend to want a sub story. But no, I had to ask myself, what is it about you, Queenie, that you have allowed this to happen to you for such a long time? That you've lost your whole identity, your whole self to this situation. Why did you stay? Why did you sit in it? Why? And honestly, to be very, very honest with you, I had to apologize to myself. I had to say, I'm so fucking sorry, man. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I've allowed you to go through this for so long. I'm so sorry that I've allowed you to be shattered and broken and messed about with and dealt with as though you have no worth. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We have to get to a place where we are so in tune and so in love with ourselves that we do not take nothing but the best from people. We have to get to a place where we don't have to ask anyone for permission to exit a situation, a situation, a relationship. We don't have to ask anyone for permission to leave. Why? I had to think about this. I thought I'm thinking so much. One, why do we have to ask someone to come and speak to someone that we are in a relationship with to tell them to treat us better? Why? That didn't make no damn sense. That didn't make no sense. I want you to come and speak to my husband to tell him to treat me better. I want you to come and speak to my wife and tell her to treat me better. Where did we even get that idea from? I want you to come and speak to my best friend and tell my best friend to speak to me better and deal with me better. How does that even make sense? Where did we get the idea from? Where? A second thing I thought is, why do I need permission to exit a situation that is hurtful and harmful to me when you ain't in it? Why? Why did I gotta ask you to do something that is hurting me, but it's not hurting you? Why? Like, all these things are coming to my mind. All these questions, all these reflection, and they don't make no damn sense. If someone is harming you, if someone is degrading you, if someone is taking advantage of you, why do you need permission to leave? Why do you need permission to be on your own? Chill on your own, build on your own, heal on your own. Why do you need permission to walk away? And so this video is all about taking accountability. No more blame game. Yes, I know he did it. Yes, I know she did it. Yes, I know. But it's time to take responsibility. It's time to look at you and ask you, why did I stay in it for so long? What is it about me that needs addressing? What is it about me that needs healing? What is it about me that I need to tend to? No more excuses. No more excuses for why you were taking that mess. No more excuses for why you were settling. And for the bare minimum, can you speak to me properly? Can you deal with me properly? Can we make time for each other? Can you do this? Can you do that? Bare minimum. It's not even like the minimum. The absolute minimum. Why are you begging people for their time? If they wanted to spend time with you, you wouldn't have to ask. Why are you begging people for deeper conversation? If they wanted to open up and have a conversation with you, you wouldn't have to ask. Why you are begging people to be honest and open and realistic and kind to you? If they wanted to, they would. Why are you begging people to call you, message you back, come and spend and come and build with you, come and chill with you? Why? If they wanted to, they would have. You wouldn't have to ask. You wouldn't have to beg. You wouldn't have to cry. You wouldn't have to remind. You wouldn't have to do none of that. If they wanted to do it, they would do it. And I know that's very hard to come to terms with. I had to. But understand, if they wanted to, they would have. I want to leave you with this. And I want you to really take this in. And when I say it, I want you to straighten yourself. And I want you to really take this in. I affirm to you that you are enough. I affirm to you that you are absolutely beautiful from the inside all the way through to the outside. I affirm to you that you are worthy. You are worthy of kindness. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of patience. And you are worthy of it all. I affirm to you that you are. You are. You are. Now take responsibility. Look at your life and clean it up. Let go of what needs to be released. Allow whatever you need to go through, allow it. The pain, the hurt, the acceptance, the realization, allow it. Do what you have to do. Like, I'm in therapy, guys. No shame. I'm in therapy. And I think I'm going to need therapy for a long time. And it's helping. It's helping. I'm doing a lot of yoga. I'm doing a lot of mindfulness, meditation, prayer, journaling. I'm fasting. I'm forgiving myself. And I'm accepting my part, my role in the decisions I've made in my life. And I know it's not easy. But I know that it's worth it. I'm in a better place than I was in January. I know you feel that shift. I know you're going through a change, a transition. I know you feel it coming. Just get ready as much as you can. Pray as much as you can. Prepare mentally, spiritually, financially, as much as you can. And keep your mind at peace as much as you can. The time for anxiety is dying out because we are coming to an awareness and an understanding. And so the anxiety that we were struggling with is slowly dissolving because we are elevating, not just spiritually, mentally, but we are elevating as a whole. And so we are no longer anxious. We are aware. And we are prepared. Are preparing. We're going to have to let some people go. Some more people go. And we've been preparing for it, so it's not going to be hurting as much. But it's going to be uncomfortable. Just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean you have to put yourself back in a situation that is even more uncomfortable and painful. Do you feel the shift in the energy? I leave you with this peace, and I leave you with love. You got this. Make sure you follow me on my platforms. God bless.